Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum. Can you hear me? Boleh dengar suara saya? Share screen. Dengar dengan jelas. Okay, good. Kipas ni mengganggu tak? Ke okey saja? Hello everybody. Saya nak tanya, kipas ni mengganggu ke? Dengar bunyi kipas ni terlalu kuat ke? Ke okey saja? Okey saja kan? Alright. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you semua yang respon. Right, so saya akan mulakan dengan soalan nombor 4, but I'm not going to teach everything here. All I will do is just go through it. For question number 4, ada yang buat vote, ada yang vote untuk soalan ini, soalan nombor 4 ini. Okay, so soalan nombor 4 ini diberi pada kamu sign A dan sign B, right? So all you have to do is just be good in so katwa. So sign, you know it's so, while cos, kah, and you need to take account of its quadrant. Okay, dalam soalan dia kata angle A adalah acute angle, while angle B adalah obtuse angle. So dari sini, daripada dua info ini, boleh tahu dia kuadran yang keberapa. Okay, so acute angle which is less than 90 degree. This is for the first quadrant, whereby everything here is positive. Okay, so from this one information, you boleh keluarkan cos A dan tangent A. Tak tahu lah you nampak ke tak. Can you see it, guys? I have to zoom in a bit. While obtuse angle pula berada di second quadrant. Okay, obtuse angle berada di second quadrant. That's why actually it's very good if you put it this way. If you put it, kalau kamu buat paksi X dan paksi Y, lagi bagus lah actually. Alright, so dekat sini saya tertinggal paksi X dan paksi Y. So that's why this is -5. Okay, here is actually -5 in paksi X, in X-axis. That's why here got -5. Okay, while 13 is where you have to look, you know, this is hypotenuse and this is opposite and this is adjacent. I think all of you are quite good in that already. So dekat sini saya just nak overview sahaja, di mana many of you yang vote untuk soalan nombor C, 4C. Okay, you can look at this and all you have to do is just hafal formula compound angle. All of these are called compound angle formula. I won't go through very detailed over here. I just want to show you the solution over here. Okay, di mana tangent A plus B is equals to tangent A plus tangent B over everything over with 1 minus tangent A times tangent B. So actually if you dah keluarkan pun apa dia sin, apa dia cos A, apa dia tan A, you have keluarkan value dia and you have keluarkan um, sin B dan tan B. From this information, you gotta be correct at this first part lah. First step dekat sini sangat penting lah untuk dapat correct sin B and correct tan B. Dari situ barulah boleh masukkan tangent B dan juga tangent A from here. So it's very important for you to get it right here. It's very good if you list them out. List it out. List it first. Okay, listkan dia dahulu and then sangat senanglah masukkan ke dalam formula and you got your answers over here. Okay. So question 4 is just like that. You can screenshot or you can go through my video again later. I believe so far semua orang boleh buat yang ini, right? Oh, just satu lagi benda yang saya nak tekankan, di mana kamu tahu this is all science teacher crazy, right? So second quadrant kamu tahu sign yang positive, therefore cos is negative. Cos and tangent is negative. So you tak boleh miss out the negative sign over here for cos B and tangent B. Kalau you miss out that, you memang ada salah dalam calculation lah. Sebab tu sangat penting untuk kita take account this negative 5 over there. Alright, there is a reason over there di mana dia adalah second quadrant. While here is the first quadrant. Okay, so take note over there. You mesti correct at the first step. Kalau kamu salah first step, memang habis hancur lah semuanya. That's how mathematics works, and especially dalam calculation. So now let's go to number 5. Pun lebih kurang juga. So here I'll just give you some apa ni? Orang panggil I'll just give you some answers over here. Please have a look. I'll have a look at just 1 minute over here. Okay. So dekat sini information yang diberi adalah positive cos. So positive cos positive cos. Positive sign. Saya punya, I think I have something mistakes over here. Is it? Sebab ini adalah saya punya yang lama, this is my old note. So maybe I might do something wrong. Can you tell me what did I make? What is my mistakes over here? Bila tengok balik kan, apasal aku buat macam ni? This is sign positive. Positive sign is what? Can anybody say that in the comment below? On the comment there? On the chat? Over there? Please tell me what did I do wrong? All science teacher crazy. So di mana sign positive. These are all positive, Sign positive should be at the first quadrant. Kenapa saya punya ni nampak pelik ya? Tangent should be alright. Tangent should be just fine disebabkan this is at the third quadrant. Cumanya yang mana yang salah? Ini yang salah. Both of this. I believe the value over here okay je, tak ada masalah. Cumanya saya punya kedudukan Triangle is wrong. Kita tak boleh sesuka hati lukis kita punya triangle. Okay, this is my old, very old notes over here where I dulu tak ajar langsung mengikut quadrant. Okay, my lukis sahaja. That is totally not good teaching, honestly. But sign positive should be at the first quadrant. All science teacher. All. Sign positive. Okay, yang ini macam Sorry guys, my bad. This one is just fine. This is at the second quadrant. Itulah payah dia. So learn from me. I didn't realize that I did it quite differently dahulu. I didn't realize it until I say it. Okay, the second quadrant here is just fine. This is the third quadrant. Cumanya saya kenapa tak ada siapa pun yang chat dekat sini ya? I don't want to talk by myself, you know. Tell me what did I do wrong? Which one did I do wrong in this part? What did I do wrong? Tell me, I want you to tell me. Which one? Cos A, sin B, or tangent C? Dia bukan wrong apa pun. I'm asking you about this one. Are you with me? Guys, are you with me right now? Yes, cos A should be in quadrant 4. Yes, that's it. Should be quadrant 4. Yang saya buat ni apa? Yang saya buat ni adalah yeah. Nampak tak ni? Because all is positive. That's why I just keep on doing the first quadrant. That's why. Saya pun tak pasti miss sebab saya pun lukis yang cos A tu at the first quadrant juga. Yeah, it's a good learning everybody. It's a good learning. Thank you River and Intan for responding. Okay, so this is actually betul je. Bukanlah nak kata salah sangat pun. Okay, all I want you to know that this thing it's correct. It's not that wrong because this is at the first quadrant, betul tak? So this thing is at the first quadrant di mana semuanya positif. So memang tak salah pun kalau saya ambil first quadrant juga, betul. Tapi if I want to take tapi usually it's actually up to us which quadrant that we want to use. So kita juga boleh pilih fourth quadrant. And it's not wrong as well if we choose fourth quadrant as our angle A. Okay, so adjacent 1, hypotenuse 2, and therefore this is square root 3. So basically sama ada quadrant first ataupun fourth quadrant, both are just fine. Sebab yang ada positif adalah pada kedudukan pada kedudukan first quadrant ataupun fourth quadrant yang boleh positif cos. Actually both are correct. Intan pun betul dan juga River pun betul juga. Because the position of All ni saya hampir lupa. I thought I was wrong. Okay, but is actually all tu adalah bahagian semua yang positif dan juga cos lah. So actually kalau kamu nak buat sine equals to half ataupun tangent equals to half pada first quadrant, boleh ke tak boleh? Tell me now. Can or cannot? Boleh ke tidak? My question is, if I want to make this sine B is equals to half ataupun tangent C is equals to half pada first quadrant, boleh ke tak boleh? Boleh. Thank you for responding. Okay, boleh. Disebabkan as long as it is a positive sahaja, dia boleh pada first quadrant, no problem. Okay, boleh pada first quadrant. So this is just trying, so basically we are right now trying to learn which quadrant to be put. Okay. Yeah, so I leave here for you to see the solution here. Yeah, boleh sebab dia tetap positif. Exactly. So pada second quadrant, so sorry again, I would like to remind you, if you write down cos you pada first quadrant, dia kena ikut quadrant tau. The rest of this, if you put first quadrant, the rest of this is also positive. Dia ikut quadrant kamu. So let's say B here, you put sine yang positive. Okay. If you put here sine positive, second quadrant, kedudukan pada second quadrant is cos dia negatif dan tan dia negatif. Okay. Manakala kalau kamu letak sini third quadrant, okay, third quadrant here, only tangent yang positive, the rest is negative. So you got to be careful with your pemilihan quadrant. Okay, you must be very very careful dengan apa yang kamu pilih dalam quadrant kamu untuk angle kamu. You get what I mean? Okay, so your answer might not be the same as mine and might not be bukan answer. Your here, this part will not be the same as your friends or mine. You faham ke? Do you get what I mean? So it's just basically according to your own drawing, your own quadrant, apa yang you pilih. Okay? Jawapan akan sama, cumanya it's according to how you pilih quadrant. Do you understand that? That's all. Okay, so now I'll go to question 9. I'll go to question 9 now. 9A. So, banyak soalan proving yang kamu semua vote, memang hampir semua untuk lesson sekarang ni adalah soalan proving. So, I'm going to start with question 9. And then I'll go with question 12. After 12, I'll go with question 30. And then I'll go to 33. And then last one from me is 39. 39 lah yang paling banyak sekali orang vote. Okay. So I'm going to start from question 9. 9A. So mana satu nak start, mana satu yang lebih sesuai untuk start. It is not ada rigid punya step yang saya boleh bagi. I can only give you some tips where I have given you in my tutorial, in my previous videos, proof of trigonometric functions yang saya letak lagu tu. So actually you just gotta try and error. Kalau kanan tak menjadi, kalau kiri tak menjadi, you buat kanan pula. Okay, that is the least that you can try. So now I'm gonna start with left hand side untuk question A. So sine squared 2 theta over sine squared theta. So dekat sini saya sangat familiar dengan sine squared ni. Okay, sebab dia adalah formula apa tu? Formula double angle. Okay. So dekat sini you kena pandai bermain dengan squared. You do understand that you know that sine 2 theta, sine squared 2 theta is equals to the whole thing squared. Apa yang the whole thing squared? Sine 2 theta. So this squared is actually equals to bracket squared. So what you have to do right now is just bring the squared outside. And remember, this is a different angle. Bawah theta, atas 2 theta. Both are different angle. So sine 2 theta, you boleh pakai yang ini, double angle. So what you have to do is that just use the first double angle punya formula. You will get 2 sine theta cos theta, the whole thing squared, divided by sine squared theta. And then you got to bring that squared, masukkan balik, you akan dapat 2 sine squared theta cos squared theta divided by sine squared theta. Right? So dekat sini you tahu you boleh cut something. So you cut it. And then you ditinggalkan dengan 2 cos squared theta. And oh, saya tertinggal. Saya tersalah. 2 squared is 4. 2 squared is 4. My mistakes. 2 squared is 4. That's why here got 4. Padalah keliru sikit mana datang 4 ni. So di samping kamu solving when you try to solve proving questions, yes, thank you River, bukan 4 kami tu. Yes, it should be 4. Sebab here should be everything squared. So you squared everything. 2 squared, sine squared, cos squared. And so you got that. Dekat sini you kena pakai trig identity. Trig identity dekat sini tak susah pun. This is just 1 minus sine squared theta. And so you got your right hand side already, which is that. This is your right hand side. And please put the word shown. Okay, that is how easy you do it. So proving yang dekat sini tak susah pun. Okay, so you just play along with the double angle formula. So now let's go to question B. Mana nak start dahulu? Which one do you think it's easier to start? So all of you can actually try both. Okay, so over here is where I am quite familiar. You kena biasakan banyak kali buat proving baru you tahu mana nak start yang lebih sesuai. So in this case, walaupun saya nampak dia 4 theta, but I can understand that it can be written as 2 times 2 theta. So 2 theta is actually double angle. So from here, I know I can use double angle again. So I can start from the left-hand side. So just gonna make this a bit smaller so that I have space. So left-hand side is equals to cos 4 theta. So dekat sini saya juga boleh tukarkan dia menjadi cos 2 times 2 theta. Right? And then I know that I can apply one of the formula untuk cos punya double angle. So macam mana nak tengok yang lebih sesuai adalah tengok right hand side kamu. Your right hand side is containing a lot of cos, right? Jadi you akan apply yang ada cos punya formula. So you will choose the one with having cos, which is yang saya highlight ni lah. Sebab cos ada 3 formula yang kamu boleh pakai. Tapi kita kalau boleh nak elakkan sign, kita tak nak pakai yang ada sign. So we gotta choose that what is gonna make our life easier. So I'll choose that formula. Two cos squared 2 theta minus 1. So that's how it works. Okay. And then you juga tahu you boleh keluarkan square ini. You can bring the square outside and you will apply double angle again. Double angle formula again. See? Macam tu je, you bermain dengan dia lagi sekali and you just gotta sub in what you think that's suitable. Yang you rasa suitable adalah again this formula, which is 2 cos squared theta minus 1. So these are the formula that you must be familiar with. You mesti hafal lah. Okay, senang cerita, tolonglah hafal. And don't forget squared outside. Saya ni suka benar tertinggal apa-apa yang penting kan. So actually this is squared. Maybe I should use this orange so that you know that we have to double it. So I'm just going to write it back. So dekat sini kita perlu akan expand dia nanti. Oops. Duplicate. Ni pun malas nak tulis. So yeah, this is where you know that you have to expand them. Expand them carefully. Sebab apa tahu, you macam faham, oh nanti at one point aku akan berjumpa dengan everything on the right hand side here is cos. And lagi satu yang paling penting adalah power 4. Power 4, power 2. This is quite familiar, you know. Bila kamu expand, kamu akan nampak, oh power 4 muncul. Oh power 2 muncul. So that is how you gotta balance it with the right hand side at the same time. Walaupun sini you start dengan left hand side kan, you mesti aiming of getting right hand side here somewhere in between. You kena pandai fikir dan imagine lah. I know proving is not that easy, lagi-lagi PSPM, but you just got to encounter a lot of proving punya soalan, barulah you boleh confident sedikit. So here you'll get what? You get 4 cos to the power 4 theta minus 4 cos squared theta plus 1. Okay. Yang ini saya tak perlu explain lah kan. And therefore you will eventually get 8. See, berjumpa dengan 8 cos to the power 4 theta minus 8 cos squared theta plus 2 minus 1, which mean just plus 1. Boleh tak saya terus tulis jawapan plus 1, which this is equals to the right hand side. And so shown. Nah, itulah maksud saya. You just got to imagine. Nak kata imagine pun taklah sangat. It's just about just wondering whether you will get cos at the end dengan memakai double angle lah. This is kind of, sebab itulah saya recommend untuk hafal formula. Kalau kamu hafal double angle formula, kamu akan cepat ingat bahawa oh ini aku boleh try, oh formula tu aku boleh try, aku boleh cuba. And so tak dapat, oh cuba lagi formula lain. See, it's gonna be quicker if you hafal in advance, sebab tak perlulah asyik-asyik nak putar belit, buka paper lah kan all the time. So when everything is in your mind, in your head, you will do maths very quickly. So let's go to C then. So dekat sini saya akan mula dengan left hand side. How do I know? Because this sin theta, cos theta adalah half angle. So the one that I highlight is boleh dipakai half angle formula. So that is what I meant. When you look at the soalan, you tahu aku boleh pakai formula apa, When you do a lot, you can imagine already. So left hand side, I'm going to start with 1 plus sin theta plus cos theta over with 1 plus sin theta minus cos theta. So dekat sini, we can apply the half angle formula. 1 plus, sin theta. You lupa, you tengoklah yang ini, but I don't want any excuse that you malas nak hafal ataupun you refuse to hafal. Please, if you tak hafal, you will not be very good in maths. Okay, so sin theta is equals to 2 sin theta over 2 cos theta over 2. So you just got to use it. So you write it down. 2 sin theta over 2 cos theta over 2. That's your first part. Plus it with cos theta. So dekat sini Miss, mana nak pilih? Mana satu yang sesuai untuk pilih? Cos ada 3. Which one do you think it's more suitable to choose? Any idea? Any idea which one is more suitable to choose? Sebab cos theta ada 2. So macam mana nak pilih? Any idea? All of you. So tips proving The tips of proving is very easy. Actually, you always have to look at what is your right hand side. If you start with left hand side, you always have to check. Always have to check. Maybe you gotta write that now, that notes. Always check your other side. Okay? Because from there, it's gonna give you some hint. Some hint over there. Some hint is over there. Okay, so here is where your hint lies. Kenapa Miss kata di sini adalah hint kamu? Disebabkan cotangent. You look at here, cotangent is actually equal to cos over sine. Okay, so you know dalam calculation kamu dekat bawah ni, okay, dalam calculation kamu akan mahu berjumpa dengan cos di atas dan juga sine di bawah. Okay, you want to, Intan said yang ada cos dan juga sine juga, Miss. Exactly. Tapi you kena tengok balik lah, ni kan ada yang cos, ada sine. Okay, kalau you pilih number 1, it's gonna be quite confusing lah. Kalau you letak dua-dua ni ke atas, maybe it's confusing, I believe. Okay, kalau tak nak confusing, actually, what you have to do is just put yang ada ni, this is actually your hint. Hujung ni, untuk cotangent, cos berada di atas, sine berada di bawah. So, you should choose cos, anything yang ada cos di atas. Ada cos sahaja. Dan yang bawah ni pula, anything yang ada sine sahaja. Okay, jangan campur aduk. Jangan campur dua-dua sekali. I believe it's much easier like that. So what I'm going to do, make sure that everything here is cos di atas, sine di bawah, because eventually I'm gonna make cotangent. And so, belakang ni saya akan pilih 2 cos squared theta over 2 minus 1. So that is how it works. Untuk proving lah. This is one of the tips yang saya boleh bagi lah. Okay. And then, yang di bawah pula, this is 1 minus 2 sine squared theta over 2. So if you hafal, it's going to be much quicker for you, as I say. And then we can proceed. We can proceed by knowing that something can be cut. 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. So, kita akan ditinggalkan dengan, maybe I'll just duplicate this. Allow me to duplicate this. But the rest of you must write it down. Okay. This one should be plus. Oops. I'm distracted by this. Should be plus. Okay. So from here, you will see something familiar. Okay, something yang sama. Iaitu nombor 2 ada yang sama. Dan juga cos theta over 2. Cos theta over 2 juga sama. Therefore, you perlu menggunakan you perlu apply konsep matematik. Okay, iaitu factorize it. Factor out 2 and cos theta over 2. Factor it out, you akan dapat inside no more 2. Dalam ni adalah sin theta over 2 plus cos theta over 2. Divided with, you will see some miracle here. Mana datang square. Cos theta over 2. Okay, here is sin theta over 2 plus Oh, bawah ni sin lah. Sorry about that. Here should be sin. Therefore, here should be cos. Plus with... Padahal lah rasa pelik. Sin theta over 2. Okay. And you will see that atas dan bawah ni sama. This is sin theta over 2 and this is cos theta over 2 and they plus with each other. Therefore, we can cut it. They are just equals to 1. And so, cut number 2, you akan dapat cos theta over 2 divided with sin theta over 2. And here goes your answer, iaitu cotangent theta over 2, which is your right hand side. And then you put shown. So that is how you play with half angle formula. Okay. Sorry about that. Saya yang excited sangat nampak cos di atas tadi. I'm so sorry about that. Actually yang bahagian denominator ni you perlu bawa keluar number 2 and sign. I'm just a little bit more excited about keluarkan cos sebab saya nampak cos dulu. But yeah, atas ni keluarkan cos, factor out the cos. But below here, you factor out the sign. Sebab yang samanya yang ada sign untuk dua-dua kedudukan pada kedua-dua term. Okay. So you gotta look which one yang sesuai lah. I'm too excited at looking everything that I want to go put it out is cos. Tak, sebenarnya tidak. It's according to what yang boleh faktorkan. Yang boleh faktorkan untuk first term dan second term, bawa keluarkan dia. Okay. That is how it should be. Yang mana boleh faktorkan, faktorkan. Yang mana boleh simplifykan. Macam itulah. So actually, proving is a lot of trying and error. That's all I can say. Okay. Do more and more, you will have no problem. So now, what do you think? Which one should we start? Okay, bila nampak yang ini pula, soalan nombor 12, you will see that, sin dan cos ni unsur darab. Bawah ni pula cos dan cos ni unsur darab. Here is sin times sin is darab. And here you must be very familiar to sum product to sum, which berhubung kait dengan factor formula lah. So this is what I meant when you see something times, whereby they have a lot of times over there, it's gonna give you some hint that this is a product and you need the sum. Okay, untuk proving you gotta need the sum. And so I dah keluarkan product to sum punya formula over here. Because usually yang ini kalau kamu tak hafal pun tak apa, because it's quite a lot here. Yang ini saja yang saya tak kisah kalau kamu tak hafal, but I would like if you hafal. No, I am wajibkan semua student saya untuk hafal semua formula kecuali factor formula. I want you to remember double angle, half angle. I told you many times already. Compound angle, trig identity. Okay, all of this is what I want you to hafal. Okay, you cannot miss one of it. Okay, you boleh miss factor formula sebab yang ni confirm akan bagi dalam exam. Okay, so now I am just going to use what we have here. Formula dekat sini saya dah list it out. So sin and which one? Yang ada product sin and cos is over here. So this is my our sin and cos. So we are going to use the form. Maybe I must write it down first, isn't it? Left hand side sine. Okay, apa-apa pun memang kena tulis soalan dulu lah. So sine 8 theta cos theta minus sine 6 theta cos 3 theta over cos 2 theta cos theta minus sine 3 theta sine 4 theta. So equal it to the first part. Let me highlight it, and I'm gonna use orange color. So here goes the first formula. We have sine A cos B, therefore 1 over 2 times sine 90. I think I'm quite excited to just write down the answer kot, bukan A plus B lagi kot. Sine 90 plus sine 90 bendanya. 9 theta. Sine 9 plus 7 theta. Kamu kejut. Just divided with no idea. Okay, atas dah saya bawah betul. Right? Now the screen. Oh, okay, tolonglah jangan tak okay. I really hope the screen is just fine over there. Semua orang okay? Now, cos minus cos. Cos minus cos is over here. Cos minus cos pula. Cos times cos. Cos times cos is over here. So 1 over 2 times it with cos. Cos plus cos over there. So cos A plus B. Cos A plus B must. Don't see me. So now half times cos 3 theta 7 I don't know. Yeah. Line tak bagus pula. Macam mana nak ajar kamu semua ni? How will I teach you guys? Dah okey dah ke? Can you see now? Boleh nampak dah sekarang? I need some response. Please respond to me. Dah boleh dah? Alright. So please pray for my line over here. Saya di MP sekarang ni. And the line is also not very strong, as you all understand. KML ni kan, kamu ingat di rumah kamu je ke tak, line tak okey. Di sini juga ada masa-masa tak okey, alright? Sebaiklah. Tolong doakan untuk saya dekat sini. Kalau tak, kesian kamu. Right. So now our job is to continue. Ui, apa saya buat ni? So I will have to copy this again, duplicate this. Saya nak duplicate sebab saya nak membetulkan, bukan membetulkan. I just want to change my cos negative theta into becoming cos theta. Do you know that why? These are what we call as basic angle. Ini yang kita panggil sebagai basic angle. Okay, so basic angle you faham kalau sini ada negative theta, here automatically akan jadi positive theta. So here I delete this and it's gonna be positive theta. So now I want to happily cut whatever I can cut. Saya nak delete whatever I can delete. So this one I can delete. So I cut it and I will have 1/2 sine 7 theta minus 1/2 Sine 3 theta over 1/2 cos 3 theta plus kan plus 1/2 cos 7 theta. So dekat sini apa kita boleh buat adalah kita bawa keluar 1/2. We factorize. Now what we have to do is factorize. Panjang kan solution dia? Yeah. So sine 7 theta minus sine 3 theta. Here goes cos 3 theta plus cos 7 theta. So dekat sini you perlu apply sum to product pula. Main-main kan? Sum to product formula, factor formula. Okay, so you gotta apply that and you will get 1/2 times very big. Is it now? Is it quite big? Taklah big sangat. 1/2. So sine minus sine. Let's see. Sine minus sine. Formula? Sine minus sine. It's here. This one. This is sine minus sine. Okay. So A plus B ni saya tak nak lah, boleh. Saya terus selesaikan sahaja. A plus B over 2. So nanti kan tak tuliskan pening pula. So 7 theta plus 3 theta over 2, which is 5 lah kan. Yang ini 7 theta minus 3 theta over 2, which is 2. Kalau yang cos minus cos pula, cos plus cos, let's see. Cos plus cos. Cos plus cos is here. 2 cos cos. So I'm just going to write it there. Buangkan saya punya ni. So here goes 3 theta plus 7 theta over 2. 3 theta minus 7 theta over 2. Oh, berjumpa lagi dengan negative sign Okay, dekat sini kamu faham dah. Cut. You can cut the 2 times 2 divided by 2 is 1. And here goes your answer. Cos 5 theta sine 2 theta divided by cut cos 5 theta cos negative 2. Yang ini cut lagi. Sine 2 theta divided by cos 2 theta, which is tan 2 theta. Is it the same? Yeah. There goes our tan 2 theta on the right hand side. Shown. Ta-da. Yeah, that is our answer. Untuk soalan ni lah. So basically you kena bermain dengan product to sum and then sum to product balik at the end. So this is actually quite panjang lah kan. So now question 12B. 12B saya terus bagi solution dekat sini ya. I'm sorry I don't have time to write it down because agak panjang. So you can have a look here. So make sure you know that this part, kat sini you nampak negative tan kan? Negative tan here is also equals to negative sine squared x over cos squared x. Cos squared x. So you mesti macam at one point you mesti kena fikir, oh aku kena pastikan atas dia sin, bawah dia cos. See, that is how you gotta play lah with the formula that you want to use. Ni pandai-pandai. Okay. So here I start with my left hand side. Here goes my left hand side part. So dekat sini, my left hand side, I rearrange. Saya letak dua ni, saya letak yang ada dua coefficient di depan ni, saya letak dia di belakang. If you realize that I put it at the back because sebab dia ada nombor 2. That's why I put it at the back. Okay, I put it at the back because I know I can apply this from sum to product punya formula, factor formula. So this is it. So these are the, apa ni orang panggil? Sum to product. So this is sum to product formula. And here also. Okay. And then I simplify it. And then I change my cos 2x into becoming cos negative 2x. Jadi cos 2x there. And then I factor out. Apa yang saya boleh bawa keluar adalah bawa keluar 2 cos 3x. Bawa keluar 2 cos 3x. Sebab dua term ni mempunyai 2 cos 3x yang sama. So I bring it out. Therefore it's over here. Dia berada di sini, and then I put a big bracket there. And so I know that I can cut this and that. Okay, atas bawah boleh cut. And then this one has been cut. Let me use red color. Okay, yang ini dah cut. Tinggallah yang ini. So yang inilah yang saya maksudkan nak kena pandai pakai double angle. You understand that nampak je 2x ataupun 2 theta, dia hubung kait dengan double angle formula. So you gotta very good in this, 2x, nampak 2x, oh wow, nampak 4x, oh nampak 8x, 8x. It's gonna help you in doing double angle, You just gotta believe in that. Okay. So you see cos 2x, inilah maksud saya. Disebabkan jawapan dia tan, you gotta be very smart. You have to have sine above and cos below. You gotta be very smart. And so atas ni formula cos yang ada sine. So this is it. Manakala yang bawah ni formula cos yang ada cos. So you know that cos ada 3 formula, right? So you gotta be very smart in choosing which one that you should put. When you are smart, and then you simplify. When you simplify, and you got the answer. So this is right hand side, and you've proven that you can show proving questions. Very good. Now I'd like to go to question 30. Sebab dah pukul 3 kan, saya memang harapnya ada sempat lah untuk ajar semua. So here, as I said to you all, double angle Actually, bukan double angle sahaja yang kita boleh try dekat sini. So question 30, welcome to question 30. So question 30 kita ada show that cos 6x is equals to cos 2x times 4 cos squared 2x minus 3, right? So dekat sini you might think, oh miss, mana satu nak start ni? Should I expand this? Or what should I do? So basically, let's try left hand side. It's not that I love my right hand side so much. No, it is just because left hand side is much, I have some idea on how to do this. You might think of tadi kan Miss duk kata, Miss ini pun macam apa yang dipanggil untuk macam double angle ke? Yang tadi kan Miss kata kalau cos 2x, cos 2 theta ataupun cos 4 theta kan? Miss nak jadikan dia kepada double angle. Tadi kan Miss duk sebut kan? But if you see this one, let's say you nak jadikan dia double angle lah. Thing is, let's say lah, this is just let's say, don't write it down. Okay, let's say. Can you do that? Have a think, guys. Can you do that? Can you apply double angle? Boleh ke tak boleh? Can you apply double angle here? Kalau, you pecahkan 6x ini menjadi 3 times 2x. Ataupun 2 times 3x. You write it down. Try to write it down and think whether you can apply double angle. Boleh ke? Boleh? Kalau boleh, teruskan. Tapi di sini Miss mahu ajar teknik lain pula. Miss mahu ajar menggunakan compound angle. So here is where I will know that I can 2x plus 4x. Cara tiba-tiba Miss pakai compound angle pula. Compound angle formula. Okay, compound angle formula pula Miss pakai. Yeah, I want to sing the song of cos. Cos, sine, sine. Cos, sine, sine. Cos, sine, sine, 2x, 4x. Here gonna be minus okay. So dekat sini, I will start to highlight my cos 4x and sine 4x because this is an input first. This is an input first to change into double angle. Kenapa Miss tak buat dari awal? Okay, kenapa? Let me try for my own belief. Macam ni boleh ke? Ke cos 2 times 3x? But if you yang ni tak boleh. Tak boleh. Sebab ini bukan double angle. Ni dah macam triple angle dah. So we don't want it. Mana ada triple angle? So cos 2 times 3x. The thing is, imagine lah. You gotta imagine this like theta lah kan. So sort of like you boleh pakai salah satu dari sini kan. The thing is, you do not know which one you want to try, right? So I'm not deciding to continue with that, but I use my compound angle untuk tukarkan dia menjadi cos 2x bracket minus sine 2x bracket. Okay, so dekat sini cos 2 times 2x. Cos 2 times 2x. Here goes sine 2 times 2x. So, bila nak pakai, betul-betul pakai double angle punya formula kan. Bila you betul-betul nak pakai double angle formula, you gotta make sure yang depan ni mesti 2. So, itu adalah tips untuk pakai double angle. You understand me? So, untuk sin, let me use different color. Untuk sin 2x, you boleh apply the first formula. Cumanya yang ini yang you kena fikir. Apa yang sepatutnya you pakai? Sebab cos punya formula ada 3. Which one is more suitable? Which one is more suitable untuk letak di sini? Which one? Yang ada cos ke? Sebab everything is cos. Exactly. So here is everything on the right hand side here ada cos. Okay, right hand side ada cos. Cos sahaja. That's why you will be applying the formula yang ada cos sahajalah. Okay. So basically, let me kecilkan dia. I really quite frustrated sebab I don't have space, So here is where I'm going to duplicate this and delete this, and write down my 2 cos squared 2x minus 1. Well, here is 2 sine 2x. Cos 2x. Okay, I hope you really understand that I am trying to apply my double angle formula here. Oh, no, it's here. Okay, so and here also. So you gotta be very careful with yang inilah, ini maksud saya. You kena sangat-sangat berhati-hati dan faham formula of double angle, okay? Sebab kan ini pada asalnya 4. This is 4. So I jadikan dia 2 di luar, and so I can apply this theta lah. And so I can apply this into the formula, and I must make sure everything should be in cos, kecuali yang inilah. Okay, so don't be afraid if you've seen yang ini. Jangan takut, selesaikan je dulu walaupun ada yang sign di dalam right hand side kita. Don't be afraid. Just keep on swimming. Keep on writing. Cos 2x times 2 cos squared 2x minus 1 minus 2 sine squared 2x cos 2x. So dekat sini you akan perasan, miss, ada yang sama lah. Yeah, you can bring the cos 2x outside. Bring the cos 2x outside and you will get cos 2x in a big bracket. Di dalam ni ada ni minus with 2 sine squared 2x. Don't be afraid. You can change this into trig identity. Yang ini boleh tukarkan dengan memakai trig. Apply the trig identity. Yang sin squared plus cos squared is equals to 1. Okay, you apply it. So cos 2x times it with 2 cos squared 2x minus 1 minus 2 times it with 1 minus cos squared 2x. Maybe I should use different color lah kot supaya tak keliru. And so here you kena darab masuk pula. Si banyak kerja kan? Banyak kerja. Tapi jangan risau. As long as you know that you have to keep on trying and trying. So dekat sini you sort of like hampir dah jumpa 4. How do you know you boleh jumpa dengan 4? It's because 2 plus 2 cos squared theta. You akan dapat ni, first term. While negative 1 minus 2, you will get negative 3. So you got to compare with the right hand side. Little by little lah. So cos 2x times it with 4 cos squared 2x minus 3. And so this is your right hand side, and you have shown that you managed to get right hand side successfully. Okay, so kadang-kadang trig identity ni macam pun kena smart lah. You have to be very smart and trying and error where to apply this. Okay, bila nak boleh masuk. Usually dia akan trig identity ni, usually dia masuk bahagian bawah lah. Bahagian belah bawah ni yang dia masuk. Do you understand? So basically, actually, if you want to ask me, Miss buat proving ni satu kali je ke? No, I'm not. I am showing you that this is the solutions that I have tried so many times. It's not about me trying the first time. Okay, bukan. Saya buat banyak kali. Barulah saya boleh terus found out that, aku kena apply compound angle dulu. Dah apply compound angle, baru pula apply double angle. You know? So these things are very complex lah, to be honest. I believe memang many students doesn't really like this proving. But we still have to learn, no matter how much we struggle about it. Okay, and you just have to see and scan and try and error beberapa kertas proving, and then you compare, and then which one is better. You have a look lah. You kena macam mana you nak nampak pattern tu. It's actually, I don't have it. I don't have any pattern for proving. And you understand that also how difficult this is, right? There is no pattern for every question untuk proving. Jadi all you have to do is just trying and error. Okay, try compound angle dahulu. Okay, kalau double angle tadi tak jadi, so you gotta try and go through double angle dahulu. So those things yang we have to keep on doing and trying. Let's go to 33. So now 33. Prove that for theta that not equals to n pi, where n is an integer, this is equals to that. Wow. And it's only 3 marks. Kalau 3 marks maksudnya pendek lah. Kalau yang atas ni, how many marks it? Oh, it didn't say. Oh, dia tak. But usually like this is 5 to 6 marks. Yang soalan tadi tu. So now here is where we can try the left hand side. I do not know, many of the things that I try is left hand side dahulu, but you can also try right hand side. Okay, just make sure that setiap kali proving mesti letak huruf LHS ataupun RHS. You gotta make sure you write down those letters and then you put equal. Okay, you gotta make sure you practice that. So sine theta is over with cos theta times it with 1 minus 2 sine squared theta plus sine to the power 4 theta. Okay. So yang ini I believe is gonna be short and simple. So dekat sini you will see that oh, aku nampak something like quadratic, you know. Dah lah dia sine, and a number. So from here is where I can see, oh, this is like first term, second term, and the third term, whereby this is sort of like quadratic, where I understand that it can be factorized. Tulis nota situ. Seolah-olah macam 1 minus 2m plus m squared. No. Maybe 1 minus 2m squared plus m to the power 4. Sort of like this. You kena pandai baca sendiri. Tukarkan m kepada sine theta for a moment, and then you know how to factorize it, right? Equal it to, tak perlulah equal apa-apa. It's just that for you to see, oh, aku boleh buat something dekat sini. You know, there's some idea that you can think of lah. So basically, I would like to separate this. So, apa yang saya nak buat adalah my sine theta over cos theta. Sebab here I got tan. So basically, dekat sini dah settle. Halfway through is I have settled. I have got my tan theta already. It is just that how do I prove my secant to the power 4 theta? How do I do that? Times it with 1 over 1 minus 2 sine theta plus sine to the power 4 theta. Okay, so dekat sini jangan takut. You know that you are almost there. Cumanya tulis lagi lah, masih lagi dalam sine and cos, just put it there first. Dekat sini is where you can make some changes. Here I'm gonna highlight this and duplicate this. So let's say let m is equals to sine theta. Therefore, I'll get m, maybe I should use green color. Therefore, I get m to the power 4 plus what? Minus 2m squared plus 1, like that. Let's say is equals to 0. Let's just say anyway. And you know that you can factorize it. Okay, tak nak letak equal to 0 pun tak apa, boleh delete. Okay, now you want to factorize it. So m squared times m squared is m to the power 4. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so minus, negative, because, how do I know it? Because when I expand it, I will get m squared minus m squared over here. And so negative m squared. Ni negative m squared. I'm so sorry. Here goes here goes negative m squared minus with m squared. And so I'll get negative 2m squared. Ni you tulis tepi tau. Sebab apa? Sebab nanti you nak tukarkan balik, you akan dapat negative 2 sine squared theta. Apa pula saya buat ni? Ya Allah. Saya dah mengarut dah. This is not what I want. Sorry, I'm distracted because I heard some bunyi. I think it's a mouse above there. Wherever you are, just don't let me see you. Okay, my point right here is this is just my explanation, guys. Maafkan saya, ini adalah explanation saya sahaja untuk menunjukkan kamu that this is correct. And therefore, I should put this, change my m and put it there. Change this into something that. And so I'll go 1 over like that. Okay. And so what? And so here goes. Here goes my sine squared theta minus 1 and sine squared theta minus 1. Right? So you don't be afraid of that. You know that this is the same bracket. And so sine squared theta minus 1, the whole thing squared. Disebabkan dia adalah yang sama, they are the same thing, so I can make them squared. Okay, yang ini boleh letak tepi, boleh tulis tepi sebab you don't have to write down here. Tak perlu tulis dalam solution, just write it besides here. Okay. So you know that this is trig identity. See, trig identity ni usually hujung-hujung tau baru apply because you've seen something squared all of a sudden, and then you can apply trig identity, and then here goes 1 over cos squared. Is it cos squared or negative cos squared? Negative cos squared theta. The whole thing squared. Jangan lupa squared di luar. Miss, macam mana Miss tahu dia negatif kat luar ni? Sebab by having trig identity means sine squared theta plus cos squared theta. Tak muat. That's my theta. Is equals to 1. Kenapa 1 pula? Therefore, if your sine squared theta minus 1 over here will be equals to negative cos squared theta. So that is where the negative coming from. That is where the negative coming from because of you are just rearranging the trig identity. So trig identity ni usually always come the last. He is always the one, the last hero lah. Okay, the last hero that will muncul. And so tak habis-habis lagi sine of a cos ni So sine of a cos times 1 over cos to the power of 4. And so sine of a cos is tangent times it with secant to the power 4 theta, which this is equals to our right hand side. Ta-da! That's it. That's our answer. You know that you have to recall trig identity, dan juga you must recall that we have secant theta is equals to 1 over cos theta. So let's say kalau dia ada square sini, you must put square also. Kalau dia ada cube situ, cube also dekat cos. You kena pandai-pandai sendirilah. Kalau sini 4, sini also 4. So yeah, that's it. That is how you prove your question 33. Is it alright, everybody? Are you okay? So far, so good? Proving, is it fun? Yeah, it's so fun that we want to faint out. Boleh ke? Boleh follow ke setakat ni? I know many of you mesti tinggalkan soalan proving, right? Is it right? Tell me now, ramai yang tinggalkan tak soalan-soalan proving ni? Not fun. Thank you. Yeah, truly. Even me as a student, I didn't feel that it's fun because we have to do it so many times and trying and error, even though we feel that we are good, we're not that good. Boleh, Miss Sam. Iva kata boleh. But so far so good. Boleh faham apa saya ajar? Adakah kamu memang banyak tinggal? Ya, soalan proving. Yes, banyak tinggal soalan proving. Thank you, Yunida. Now the last question, the last part from me, di setengah jam lagi kan? Ya, saya mungkin akan habis tepat-tepat jam 4 kali ni. So here I've prepared for you for question A. 39A, I should write it down A here. Many of my answers is starting from left hand side, you know. But it is not necessarily start from left. You can also try from the right hand side. If you are very smart and very love this part, love this proving part, trying and error, you love to do it, please feel free to text me and tell me that if you have some more tips that you want to share. You can share with me, alright? Okay, actually dekat sini, you can also start from the right hand side. Yeah, soalan ni pun boleh dari right hand side kalau you nak try. Okay, should I give you some tips? If you want to try this, you change this into 1 over cos to the power of 4 dahulu. And then this cos to the power 4, tukarkan dia menjadi cos squared theta, the whole thing squared. And then you apply trig identity again. See, you can try and error lah. So many methods. Okay. Now let just me show you here this part. Sorry. Nampak je sign plus sign. You know that this is gonna use some sum to product, right? Sum to product. This is sum to product formula. Yeah, sum to product. Well, this one here is also sum to product formula. So here I have returned to you the solution for A. And how do we get this right hand side? Miss, kenapa lah tiba-tiba beta minus alpha pula? Peningnya. Yeah, it's a bit burning, tetapi tidaklah sesukar mana pun. All you have to do is just, you have applied the factor formula, and then you cut the same thing above and below, and then something here cos over negative sign. Okay, kat sini mesti ramai yang boleh buat. Ramai yang dah berjumpa dengan bahagian sini. The thing is, you have to understand that our right hand side is having cotangent beta minus alpha over 2. Alright, so this is not alpha minus beta, this is beta minus alpha. So you gotta change that alpha minus beta. Originally it's alpha minus beta, and so you gotta change it into beta minus alpha over 2 by factor out the negative sign. Okay, you factor out the negative sign, you will get this lah. See, bawa keluar je negative, factor it out, you straight away will meet with beta minus alpha pula. So here goes that. And then kalau atas ni ubah, of course lah, bawah pun you perlu ubah. Okay, so negative dekat luar ni, maybe I should use orange color. So negative bracket saya buat orange color. I put it a very big bracket over here sebab saya nak fokuskan yang saya perlu ubah dalam ni saja. So ubah dalam ni saja, I'm gonna get this. Yeah, this is what I'll get because I'm just bringing the negative outside. And then here I know by applying the basic angle, applying the basic angle for sine, kalau dalam dia ada negatif, dia akan hilang negatif tu. The negative theta has become theta, but the negative must be outside. So here goes my negative outside. No more negative inside. I put the negative outside. And therefore negative bertemu negative jadilah positive. So here you must be very careful and smart lah. You have to be very smart and very careful so that you can apply the basic angle. While the cos pula, cos kalau dalam dia negatif theta, luar jawapan dia terus positive. So here goes my positive angle. This is actually angles, guys. It's just that quite complicated to write because of the factor formula, that's all. Okay, disebabkan factor formula ni je yang dia agak complicated, but it's not that hard. Actually all of this is just like theta, cos theta, cumanya dia je yang ikut factor formula ni kan agak complicated sikit. So I hope you understand where is this negative coming from. Yeah, this negative is coming from this basic angle. Okay, daripada dia di dalam angle dah jadi positif, tetapi negative sign di luar. Okay, I hope you can see that very clearly. And so negative becoming positive, and so cos divided by sine, you will meet cotangent beta minus alpha. Tada! Ni berapa markah dia ni? Ni pun 4 markah. Wow, just like that. 1, 2, 1, simplify, apply basic angle, and final answer, 4 marks. Yeah, that is how challenging that your trigonometric is. Okay, so now let's go to question B. So question B pun saya dah buat sedikit. All here that I've tried is saya dah cuba question B1. Okay, I've tried B1. I want you to do B2 by yourself. Do it yourself, okay? So here you'll do it by yourself. So I'm just going to explain B1. Okay, B1. Saya akan explain B1. So dia kata use trigonometric identity to verify. Oh, dia yang suruh verify menggunakan trig identity. This is quite specific. Mana tak trig identity tadi? Ni. Let me duplicate this. So here goes my trig identity. I want to put it here. So dia minta kita pakai trig identity untuk verify that, oh, right hand side gonna be equal to the left hand side. See, kali ni saya dah mula menggunakan right hand side. I start with right hand side because this is much easier to solve. I can change the tangent. I can change the tangent into becoming sine of a cos. I change the tangent into sine of a cos. Okay, it is just that I must be extra careful with the square. Put square outside, then I put it inside back. Masukkan balik ke dalam. Okay, so yeah, I samakan dulu denominator. Samakan. I equate the denominator. So when I equate the denominator, I'll get cos squared theta over 2 as denominator, and then here I'll get cos squared plus sine squared, and then I bring it up, and it's automatically becoming times. Okay, dia dah terbalik lah, dia pula berada di atas. Okay, and so I can cut it because they are the same. It's just that this is squared. Kalau sini squared, tinggal lah only 1. Tinggal lah only power 1. Woi, bunyi apa tu? Yeah, it's so scary when there is no people here. Okay. So sorry. So now you cut it and you dapatlah 2 sine theta over 2 cos theta over 2. Kat bahagian atas. Yang di bawah ni pula, you akan bertemu dengan trig identity. Miss, trig identity ni tak kisah angle apa pun dia. Dia theta over 2 ke, dia 2 theta ke. Asalkan dia plus. Asalkan dia cos squared plus sine squared. Is it like that? Yes. Dia sebenarnya tak kisah pun apa-apa angle. Asalkan dia cos squared plus sine squared. The angle doesn't matter. Angle doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether it's whether it's theta over 2 or 3 theta over 2 ataupun 2 theta ataupun 4 theta. It doesn't care about how many angles over there. It doesn't care. Okay, what it cares as long as you see cos squared plus sine squared. Okay, you nampak je cos squared plus sine squared. This is automatically trig identity. It doesn't matter whether what angle over here. Asalkan dia sama pun dah cukup lah. Asalkan dia sama dah settle lah. Okay, asalkan dia sama itu je. Tak kisahlah dia 2 theta over here, 4 theta over there. Tak kisah. And then you know that cos squared, sine squared, cos squared plus sine squared, cos squared plus sine squared gonna give 1. And so settle. Bawah ni 1, atas ni adalah apa ni? Very familiar. This is half angle formula. And so this is gonna just give you sine theta. Sine theta is left hand side and it's verified. And there you go. That's how you apply trigonometric identity. Nampak panjang kan? 3 markah aja ni. Tapi walaupun dia panjang, dia tidaklah sukar untuk diselesaikan. No, it's not that hard to solve. It's just the way we write it yang perlu agak macam nampak panjang. That's it, tu je. So I want you to try to prove another one by yourself. Okay, I want you to do it by yourself. To try by yourself. To do the B2 DIY. You do it by yourself. You prove it by yourself by just quite the same. Tukarkan tangent kepada sine of a cos. Yeah, just like that, and you just go through and then until you meet something that you can apply with trigonometric identity. See, trig identity ni selalu muncul hujung-hujung. Dia jadi hero, last hero, you know. That's it. And then I'll go with the last part, which is solve this one. This is actually 7.3. I am actually no need to teach you right now sebab saya tengah mengajar tutorial 7.1 and 7.2, right? But this is soalan dah lalang ni. Saya akan teruskan sahajalah walaupun this is 7.3, this is t-SUBSTITUTION. This is what we call as t-SUBSTITUTION. This is 7.3 subtopic. Is it 3 substitution? Yalah, sebab dia kata hence. When the word hence is over there, maksudnya you perlu apply apa yang diberi previously. You must use what you have previously because of this word hence. Kalaulah you apply R form, I know some of you might thinking of doing R form. Ada tak? Ada tak? Jujur dengan saya dekat sini. Ada tak yang fikir untuk buat R form? Ya, kalau you buat R form, memang tak ada masalah pun. You akan dapat jawapan yang sama. Cumanya kamu tak akan dapat 5 markah langsung disebabkan kamu tak mengikut tidak faham soalan bahawa dia kata hence. Hence means you gotta use the previous info. Nah, itulah maksud hence untuk mana-mana jenis soalan PSPM. You know, the word hence means you gotta use this thing. You nampak je t squared theta over 2 ataupun t squared pula tangent squared ataupun tangent squared x over 2. You know this is actually your t. This is what you have to let, and this is what we call as t-SUBSTITUTION method. Okay, in 7.3 subtopic. Ya, R form lebih mudah bagi soalan macam ni. Tapi ada hence, jadi terpaksa gunakan T form. Dia buat ayat sendiri pula, Lim ni. Kita tak panggil T form, Lim. Kita panggil t-SUBSTITUTION method. But really thank you for that. Okay? T form pun boleh lah if you want to call it T form. But actually in the syllabus, we call it as t-SUBSTITUTION method. Okay? Thank you. The word hence is very important, so please take note. Put the VVIP for you all. Okay, so now let's solve it. 3 sine theta plus cos theta is equals to 2. So now 3, do you know what is your sine? Of course you know it. Of course you know it. You just have to use it. So your sine theta adalah, malasnya nak tulis. Your sine theta is 2t. 2t over 1 plus t squared. Miss, mana datang t tu? Sebab Miss tak tulis betul-betul bahawa kita perlu let first. Let t is equals to tangent theta over 2. So, these things you have to be very good by yourself lah guys. Okay, you dah banyak kali buat latihan, you mesti terus nampak punya. So, that is maths. That is really all about maths. If you dah buat banyak latihan, sebab itulah saya minta kita semua buat banyak latihan, disebabkan saya nak kita semua mudah nampak yang kita terus pakai t-SUBSTITUTION, and therefore we let t is equals to tangent theta over 2. So you gotta change this into 2t over 1 plus t squared. Manakala yang ni pula 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared. So here is 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared. See? So that is how it works. And so we just got to solve this. Okay, now let's just solve this by macam biasa menggunakan t-substitution. Ini jangan guna R form pula. Kita nak apply t-substitution. We are trying to do t-substitution method here because of the word hence. Okay, saya repeat ya kalau kamu tak dengar tadi. The word hence, the word hence. So mati dah laptop tadi. So the word hence. Okay, therefore we gotta apply t substitution and then times it with 1 plus t squared. Okay, kita darabkan dengan 1 plus t squared. Kita akan dapat 60, right? So we should write down 60 plus 1 minus t squared equals to 2 plus 2t squared. And so we'll get 3t squared plus 60 minus 1 equal to 0. And so if you want to try to factorize, can you do that? Jumpa ke? Dapat ke jawapan? You tak dapat jawapan sebab here we'll get negative 4t. No. So there is no answer for this. There is no, there is just nothing that we can factorize, okay? We can't factorize it. So if we can't factorize it, we use quadratic formula. So we use quadratic formula. Very easy. So t is equals to negative, guna t ya sebab kita tengah bercakap tentang huruf t. So t is equals to negative negative 6 plus minus square root of 6 b squared minus 4 ac divided by 2a. Yeah, and so we will get negative 6 and so what do we get? We will have two answers. What answer do we have? We will get 3 plus minus square root 6 over 6 over 3. Oh, saya dah simplify terus. Yeah, you can just straight away use calculator and you will get two values of t. When you already got the two values of t, you terus jadikan dia kepada dua jawapan larka. Okay, larka. So this is your first L, linear, which is tukarkan balik your t into tangent theta over 2. So tangent theta over 2 is equals to 3 plus square root 6 over 3. So saya ambil, if you use the latest calculator, you will get this form. You will get dalam bentuk set lah, jawapan you dalam bentuk set. Okay. Tapi kalau you guna calculator lama, you memang akan dapat jawapan dalam bentuk decimals lah. So I recommend to buy the newest calculator, the latest calculator lah. Okay, so that you boleh dapat exact value. Kalau you ambil point, for example, you ambil point which is, this is 1.8, right? This is 1.816 sahaja. So belakang ni actually ada lagi nombor. So kalau you tak ambil semua, you punya decimal, you punya jawapan alpha akan lari sedikit dengan kawan-kawan yang lain. Even dengan solution, at the back of the solution, it might be a bit different lah. So kalau pemeriksa tu baik, memang dia akan terima sahaja. But if that pemeriksa is very strict, kita memang hilang markah lah. That's why I want to say. So better be safe than sorry. So let the theta over 2 becoming your, let this becoming your alpha. So tangent alpha, so I'm going to repeat t-substitution again, padahal saya dah ajar dah. Tan alpha is equals to 3 plus square root 6 over 3. And then your alpha is actually shift tan bracket, malas nak tulis dah, duplicate je. And so your alpha is equals to 61 point, kat sini boleh guna degree, 61.167. So it's actually better to take more, dekat bahagian ni better, it's quite better to take more than 2 lah, or even 2 pun okay. Sebab kita tak nak takut jawapan kita at the back here, theta over 2 kita, dan theta akan lari sedikit. We don't want that. That's why we take the whole solution. It's going to be much more safe lah. So now we gotta find our R. R is range 0 until our theta is 0 until 180 degree. Tapi kita kena faham kita punya alpha, our alpha is theta over 2 over there. This is our theta. This is our alpha, so we gotta change that. Our range, we must change it. And so we got a new range, which is 90 degree. And then Larka quadrant, we have all science teacher crazy. And then which quadrant that I must found, this positive. This is positive tan, therefore first quadrant and the first quadrant and the third quadrant. So I'm just gonna lorek dia dulu. So this is my alpha. My alpha is over there. The thing is, I will cut down I have to cut down below here because my angle should be between 0 degree until 90 degree. That is the maximum that I can go. 90 degree is the maximum that I can go. So this alpha is the only answer for my theta over 2. Okay, my answer is only for the first alpha. Sebabkan range kita, maximum dia adalah 90 degree. And so our answer is theta over 2 is equals to 61. Let me use blue. 61.167. And so theta is equals to times 2, you will get 122.334. There you go. That's your 1 theta. You tak habis jawab lagi. You ada lagi satu larka yang perlu diselesaikan. And so, boleh tak saya copy je kat sini? Just want to copy this thing. It's just that I'm going to delete my positive here. See, disebabkan ni negative kan? So here all negative. Range pun sama. I think quadrant pun sama. Yeah, quadrant pun sama juga. So I'm just going to duplicate this. I'm so sorry that you have to write down. Sebab, of course, you are still a student. So you gotta write it down. So disebab kenapa yang ini kuadran kita masih sama dekat first and the third quadrant, because this is a positive value. If you tekan calculator, you get both are positive decimals. Both are positive both are positive tangent. So positive tangent is at the first quadrant and at the third quadrant. That's why it's there. That's why it's the same. It is just that this value is not the same lah. Our alpha is not 61. Our alpha is 10.398 theta. 10.398 theta. That is our alpha. Untuk bahagian lagi satu, untuk this value, this is another t value, okay? And so hence we can write down our answer is equals to theta over 2. So ramai jangan lupa tulis theta over 2. Kamu nampak tak yang saya highlight ni? Theta over 2 is your alpha. Right? This theta over 2 is your alpha. So you gotta remember that range kamu berubah. You punya answer juga berubah. Your answer must be start from your alpha. Answer kamu mesti start with whatever alpha that you change here. Whatever alpha that you tukar dekat sini. Okay, so you just got to alert lah yang answer dekat sini bukan theta, bukan semestinya terus theta. It's according to whatever you let as your alpha. Okay, hati-hati. And so the first answer is 10.398. And another one, boleh ke nak teruskan? No need. Tak boleh teruskan sebab maksimum adalah 90 degrees sahaja. And so our final answer is theta is equals to 20.796 degree. And so our final answer is theta is equals to 20.796, 122.334 degree. That's it. That's our final answer. So tolong highlightkan apa yang saya highlight dekat situ, which I believe this is very, very important. Okay, this is very, very important. The ones that I highlight in blue, it's very, very important for your guideline untuk buat t-SUBSTITUTION, untuk buat R form dan juga larka lah. Yang mana-mana ada larka, inilah yang sangat penting. I wish you really, really use your highlighter and highlight this. Okay, that this is very, very important. Whatever I highlight here is your alpha. Okay, your alpha is very useful in larka. Okay, I hope you get some benefits from this lesson. Are you? Do you get some benefits from today's lesson? Kalau tak banyak pun, at least ada ilmu yang kamu dapat hari ini. Do you think it's helpful today? Okay, so I'm gonna stop now. Thank you Eva and Lim and the rest of you yang sudi respon Miss di ruangan chat ini. I know some of you yang tak jawab chat Miss ni mungkin disebabkan you tak tengok Miss, you tengok Miss live tapi you tak ikut betul-betul live tu. Is it right? Macam disebabkan you nak menulis so you pause kejap. Is it right? Is that what I'm thinking? Yes, Miss. You pause kejap sebab you nak menulis and so you lambat lah menjawab apa saya punya pertanyaan. Okay. I'm okay with that if you are really really like writing there. Oh, ada masalah line juga di KML. Ya, bertabahlah kita. Okay, saya nak buat kelas face to face pun memang tak boleh langsung. We are not allowed to at all. But yeah, this is the least that we can do. Hopefully nanti Syazwani kata, ya Miss Line parah. Yeah, I understand that. I feel you. Even tadi yang keluar termasuk kan. Tak pernah sangka. Line saya kat sini pun tak stable. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here. Okay, so I'll give you the maths quest today for today. Last week saya lupa nak bagi. But it's okay, I'll simpan dulu. I'm just gonna keep it first, and if we have more time, we will do it. And I will find some time untuk buat soalan untuk bincang 7.3 also. I know many of you nak bincang 7.3 lagi. Let's see next week whether we can do it. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for listening for 2 hours today for mathematics class. Have a good day. Please do more and more practice for mathematics. You kena banyak-banyakkan menulis. If you banyak-banyak menulis, believe me, you have no problem in mathematics. Okay, mathematics bukan mengingat, bukan menghafal macam biology. No, you got to write and write and write. Okay, keep on writing and keep on fighting. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum. Bye-bye. You are very, very welcome.